Hello and welcome to a strange Thursday edition of Pauperganda. Shirazaman in the house. Thank you, my brother, for being there for me. It's short notice. I had a slow work day and had the choice to just kind of stand by or take off. And tomorrow I got a bunch of stuff to do, so I figured, hey, why not have a Thursday show and show you guys what I think I got third or fourth place with a new take on Infect. We'll go over the list here. We've got 18 lands. 3 of them are Cave of Temptation. This is kind of our little city of brass, so to speak, but it has a nice upside, thanks to Methodical for reminding me of this one, of the second ability there. 4, sacrifice it to put 2/+1/1 counters on a creature, and that's pretty relevant sometimes. It's surprising how often that comes up when the games get kind of grindy and such. So the rest of them are all snow lands because we're running the most popular card in the format. Way down here, the Astrolabe. We're also running Abundant Growth, so that also already gives us like 11 outs for our color fixing, which we're going to need, as you can see. In Scroton, hey, I hope your day is going well too, my friend. Good to see you. So yeah, this allows us to lean on Blighted Agent, Ichorclaw, and Glistener Elf. The very first version I had of this ignored Glistener Elf because the mana works so well so often. We also have 2 Lotus Petals, if you can see right here. And I actually went with the flying, I think it's the, what is that thing called? Stinger something. But the consistency and just, you know, you don't want to get too cutesy with stuff. So I leaned on the Glistener there. So anyway, we also have 4 Unearths, which we use as draw too. And by far the best reason to venture out of green is this. This card is so nuts. It's the best card in the deck, and oh, it flashes back. So it's like we're playing 8 of them. A number of surprise ahas. I don't think this deck, even if I do really well today, which who knows what's going to happen, trial by fire, but it's what we're all about, right? Trying out new stuff. But I don't think this deck could get really popular because people will adjust their play style once they get used to getting killed in one turn, which happens quite a bit. Especially a lot of times you'll run an Unearth reckless charge play, and then if you've got any what do they call that, Seal of Strengths out, the game's over. We do run 4 Rancors in this, unlike my last list that we went 5-0 with the last one. That was a deluxe 2. We'll go over that afterwards. Abundant Growth, yeah, Mutagenic Growth. In the sideboard, we got 3 Dispels, 2 Hydroblasts, all 4 Duresses, 3 Soulsfire, and 3 Nature's Claim. How do we get rid of any problems? Soulsfire. How do we get rid of, let's say, Standard Bearer? Soulsfire. I'm just leaning really heavily on that. That's why I'm running 3. It's really good against Tron when they start locking you up with, I know Hellsaw's in first by a mile with his little Dignitary Tron and stuff like that. So Plague Stinger, thank you for that, Shirazaman. Yeah, that's the one. So without further ado, I'm going to, we're just going to do, like I said, Trial by Fire, man. I've never played this in a tournament. I played it a bunch. Well, I played it in the Pauper Classic Tuesday tournament, like I said, and did pretty well. But, you know, won a little bit of prize support, but let's see how we do. All right. Hopefully we can go 3-2 or better. That's usually the goal with Rogue. And this is about as rogue as it gets. Hey, where did our game go? There it is. Hey, our screen's not even bouncing around here. All right, well, we've got some stuff here, but this is uncastable. One of the clunkier hands I've seen in a while. We have this. I'm thinking of shipping this, though. If I don't draw a land for a while, I'm going to mulligan that and send it back. We will keep this, and I'll probably end up throwing back the agent here. We'll keep. Yeah, I think tough call. If I get my mana right, yeah, let me throw the agent. Be done here. T1, I'm on 24. Hello, good to see you. Hopefully, like I said, we're trying to do these random shows here and there, and yeah. And so that's kind of the perspective here. I know we did Fridays at noon for so long, and we still will. Just for the near future, we're just going to kind of have plus or minus within 3 days of Fridays at noon, and I'll let you know via Facebook and stuff. But yeah, outside of that, what are you going to do? All right, let's go here. We got the snow-covered goodness. We'll drop the elf. Just get the threat on board. See if they want. This is where you actually want to see a ninja. But what we really want to see is another land. All right. Looks like they're a little okay. Mountain showing up. Doesn't look like our guy's going to live very long. Zappo. All right, he's dead. Definitely, if we don't have a hand improvement here, we'll Abundant Growth into something relevant, hopefully. But this is one of the few decks you actually want to see Tron. All right, well, there's that. Let's get this out of the way so we can at least get our colored mana going here. Come on, let's hit a land. Rolos in the house. Good to see you. Oh, I knew this thing was running way too smooth for way too long. And I was like, I know the second we go live, it's just going to have these hiccups. And it is. But we got 5 rounds. It can't happen all the time. One of the worst things I hated seeing usually when I do play any sort of infect is Fae, just because your curve's so low and they've got Spell Stutter Sprite and it can get pretty airy. So if we don't draw land here, this one is pretty bad news here. Let's do this. Drop a snow. Come on, give us a land, please. Can we slip by something? Land. No. Jeez. We technically have 20 with the Lotus Petal, but no love showing here. See, on Tuesday night, played quite a few games with this. I forget what I lost to. If you go to Gatherling, you can, I think it'll tell you the win losses and stuff like that. But yeah, performed really well. I was you felt like surfing. I was just like, we'll see, you know, got nothing to lose. And then it did well there. And then you can't really judge anything by turning practice rooms. Finally. Okay. Well, let's see. We're probably going to walk straight into a you-know-what, but I'm going to play a seal and then the other seal. Because if we can Reckless Charge, that's cool. I wish I could make him pay for that with a mana creature, but they seem a little bit counter-happy there. We'll bring this out. And we probably got a bunch of Screds in hand. Definitely bringing some combinations of Dispel. This is the deck's weakness right here, is when Fae get the jump on you. There's almost no way out. I've considered Electrickery and stuff. In the sideboard, I mean, we have flexible answers to everything. Whale of the Nim might be a neat option there, but we're pretty much hoodwinked right now. I mean, we can't. If he does have another Fae behind this, it's not looking good. Okay, well, let me. And just not many turns, not many ways to make this live. If he's got another Scred, we're dead. Well, we can bring this out. If he counters it, we can unearth it next turn and might be able to throw a Hail Mary win if he gets a little overzealous. We'll see. Blighted Agent showing up. So it's kind of more of the mana showing up, not the actual mana. Okay, so he doesn't have another Sprite in hand, at least for now. 2 more cards are going to change that up. Okay, he's going to look for, let's see, another mountain. Yeah, work's going really good, but like I said, just got too much done yesterday, and so I was given the choice. You can kind of be on standby or have the day off. So I was like, well, I'll take the day off, get Pauperganda out of the way. That way it's not looming over when I should do it and that sort of thing. That's the only problem with having a new gig. Just got to kind of surf when I can do the show and stuff. Try to stay away from weekends. Keep the working man happy. All right. Don't think we're getting away with this one. If he taps all out and he gives us a land, maybe, but oh, nope. We're just going to die here. It will be interesting to see what we draw next, though. Because we could, as you could see, unearth the agent, charge it. Couldn't get there, but let's see what the next card was. Nope. Just kind of clunky. All right. You are Delver. Start off with a big L. That kind of sucks. We're going to bring in Duresses. I'm going to leave in 3 of these. I'm going to lose Rancors altogether, except for maybe 1. Astrolabe is going to stay. These are going to hopefully provide some work. We've got 3 spots. Going to bring in maybe 2 Dispels and that 3rd Duress. Thinking I'm liking this. We don't really have to lean on Soulsfire because we're not really worried about much. We've got some counter backup, some ways to force through critters, and we got one dude staying around as far as Rancor goes. So let's see how we do. Oh, before I forget, thank you to our newest coffee subscriber or friend of Hemperor. Let's say yes to that. Come on. All right, mulligan. All right, this is a full effect Twitch day, my friends. Mulligan. We will keep. We will throw back this and this. Done. All right. Let's hope for some better things to come here. I'm actually going to lead with the strength here. All right. We've got our little opening. At least we got 2 mana. As our fixed. We're going to go like this. Get our access to other colors and such. What do we got here? A knoll shows up. Okay. We'll drop this then. Hopefully they overboarded. Now 1 colored mana and a dude, and we can represent lethal. But what do we, triple mulligan or double? I'm already forgetting here. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Can't live in fear. Alright. And I did face this on Tuesday, but at that time I had okay draws and things went well, but such is the way of it. Must stay somewhat positive. Let's go. Let's get this rolling. Chat is awfully quiet. What's going on over there, guys? Let me know I'm not talking to a wall. Face showing up. Smoke Shroud. Ninja's coming through. Electricity proof. No, Little Fight really likes that Smoke Shroud. He's got a few good decks with that. Alright. Here we are. Well, it's not going to seem like much this first game. I think we're headed for a first round loss, but I almost promise you it'll show up in an impressive fashion here or there. Hopefully more than 2 games. Like I said, wanted to showcase this, and has been doing very well. But right now it is that counter of the abundant growth proving very crucial with multiple colors here. Still here, just trying to minimize movement. Oh, it's too hot. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of there was a new climate scientist on I think it was Bill Nye's podcast saying how all that area is going through like record setting every other day. It's pretty muggy here too. We've had a few thunder showers, and you go outside and it's like just kind of water driplets. There's not much going on. Boy, this is not looking good here on this end. We're feeling like we're bogged down with heat too. Probably Fae in hand, and we're taking a blue bolt a turn. Really need like an Astrolabe, but it'll probably be met with a Fae. I really got to shore up this problem moving forward. This was happening in a few of the matches I lost just playing in casual games where, you know, that Fae would get the jump on you. That's true for a lot of decks, you know. I don't know if Sandstorm's too extreme. I kind of want to find ways around Electricity and such. All right, I'm just going to scoop this first one, guys. We're just going to roll the game 2 and hope we don't run into that again, that being those kind of draws. All right, good job there, Mud Runner. Let's just jump off into the next one and hope we see Tron for once. It's one of the few decks you want to see it. Yeah, the Fae gets the jump, boy. Yeah, it's like I said, I have to get my work. It's extra motivation because I have to get my workout done very early in the morning. Otherwise, you just that soup of the day. And so it might be kind of a louder show today because I got all the windows of the house open and such. So we'll see how that's gonna go. Yeah. I generally cannot cope if it's about. Oh, I see. Yeah, and if we go over, let me look at the deck list here again, so we don't get too bored here. So yeah, so between Cave of Temptation, which acts as, you know, your abundant growth, Lotus Petal, that's 5, 9. We actually have 13 sources of colorless damage. We saw in that first game, we had access to it, just kind of a clunky gamble with keeping a Lotus Petal and a Cave of Temptation. I often thought that the, what is it called? It has the glorious Crumbling Vestige. My first version of this had 4 of those, and then I went with like 4 of, what's it called? Oh, here we go. Let's more on that later. Let's hopefully this doesn't take too long to find an opponent here. But in the end, I like the flexibility of both. Yeah, we want to play first. Okay, well, we've got a quick dude. We've got ways to bring our stuff back. And keep in mind, Unearth is like 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. So we'll keep this. Wee bit of a gamble. We can draw into our colors. Our deck curves out at 2 main decks. So Pauper Tim, hey-yo. Hopefully you bring us some luck. We just got steamrolled by both our draws and our matchup that round 1. But hopefully we can show you guys some of the new stuff here. And it doesn't just crash burn. But hey, that kind of stuff does happen. LFC line. Trying to come on, show us like Urza lands. Let's drop this. I'm just gonna go the traditional infect route. If we draw like a land, be a combination of a. Oh, all right, here comes Urza. Famous last words, right? Watch we get crushed 0-2 or something. Be like, you suck, you jackass. I'm just gonna get power on board right away. I'll worry about this other stuff later. Get him kind of in the worried mode. Dun dun dun. Hexen Rouge in the house. All right. Here we go. Tron will be realized. But will it be? So here's an interesting scenario. I like to cast the Astrolabes first before Abundant Growths, for the main reason being if you do have a Cave of Temptation, couldn't have been a land, darn it. We could have hit for 6 and then one next turn. All right. Deck is not, it knows we're on Twitch. That's all I'm going to say. But I like doing that first. A lot of times you have a Cave of Temptation. You're just able to turn it into a good land. So, and then Abundant Growth, most of the time you want to target the forest, but there are times when you want to put it on the other dude. As long as you're you got an Astrolabe or 2 out, then you're fine. You don't mind pitching it when you use the Cave of Temptation's ability. But yeah, I need a, I'm glad you brought that up, Hexen Rouge. I don't know what to call this. I think I named it Infect Domain because it's technically running 4 colors. It could easily run 5. I just didn't find much spot for a white spell. So yeah, I'm just not quite sure. I want to give it some cool name, but can't quite think of one. What is this, a Mole Drifter? All right. But yeah, it has 18 lands. We've got the petals. We've got Abundant Growth. Usually has no problem with the mana early on, and here we go. More and more problems, right? Well, let's see. Come at him for 6, hit for 4, and that just wins the game right there, right? Best spell in the deck. We'll put this on here. He blocks for that, and then it's just over. For fixing mana, let's keep our eyes on the prize. Boink. All right. First W of the day. Let's see how this goes. Deck, I'm trying to say, okay. Oh, thanks, land. It's just like, oh, here you go. Here's the windfall of stuff. 3 Soulfires come in. I'm going to bring in the Duress. I'm going to lean a little off that. I'm going to lean almost completely off of Rancor. I might even take them all out. A Growth. Got 2 Duress, 3 Soulfire. I really respect Tron, especially the Dignitary variety Hellsaw runs. I need lots of outs. I really want to fit in 2 Dispels. I'm going to lose that last Rancor. And I'm going to go like this. All right. So yeah, the youngest is off at a really cool drama camp. High school here is running. You get to learn how to perform and do all kinds of good stuff. So, woo, woo. Okay, now this is usually the kind of hand that I'm looking at. Not quite sure how to roll this out. We'll keep. We're on the draw. think I'm going to want to get my my guy out right away, though. Reckless Charge is nice. I've come to think of it as, you know, the haste is a nice upside, but treat it like a 3 damage spell for the most part. You can really get kind of hampered in your own cuteness if you oh, he lost a Dinrova Horror for the foil there. All right. Getting obsessed with like the haste angle. All right, show us a guy here. Okay, so see the mana, compare and contrast from last game. That's, I've already got kind of multiple access here, so. Come on, come on. Give us a card, give us a card. Oh no, I hear a Weed Eater in the distance. I hope it's not going to get closer. These damn gardeners, I tell you. They're overzealous. Come on, is it going to work or not? Let's go. Boy, that was a pricey counter. Truth is, though, he lost 3 spells, we lost 2. So we 2 out of 3'd him. Well, that took a while. Okay. Well, let's just get this going here. A little color factory. All right, we'd like to see that. That's, believe me, my first initial, like when I saw this, and I was just like, oh, I don't know, man, this seems pretty clunky, and it just kept winning. And it's that consistency, and it sees so many cards. I'm not even going to show them the cave. Maybe they've got some hate plan to get rid of my colors, and we'll just sit on it till later. But yeah, how dare they try to impede in Pauper times, as Freelance XX. I'll trade you weed whackers for the 6 homeless people sitting on my doorstep. Yikes! Oh my goodness. Yeah, what do you do about that? So yeah, they alright, well, we're either gonna get met with a fat counter here or not. Let's see, we go boom boom with this. Do we eat a counter? Okay, I'll bring this to red. Drop this here. Watang! There's half your life, sir. Followed by death next turn. Woo! I'm thinking about heating up the cauldron of oil again. Oh, yeah, nice. You know, maybe, I know in some areas when you have the unlikely denizens hanging out, you can play, like, music you like, but put it, like, right near your front door, maybe. And as long as it's not popular music, I know I'd lean on Crash Test Dummies because most people in the West always want those altered tenor voices and stuff. They don't like anybody with any sort of range. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, that was like worst to first scenario. Hopefully we have a little bit more even games. We're already in the 3rd matchup. I really do need to shore up the I'm gonna just make a note, the Fae matchup. Probably Electrickery. I mean, it's hard to beat that. I'm not sure. I know there's the green spell that does a bunch of flyers that does one. So hey, we don't have the bouncy screen anymore. And so here's our mana again. We're fixed. We got haste. We got stuff. We'll keep. Be nice if we're going first. Okay. I think I'm going to sneak out the agent again. Just don't want to run into too much counter magic. I want to get this guy out and doing his thing so that they have to sit back. Yes, I could wait till next turn, have a big aha, and pat myself on the back with a, but it'll be the same thing here. And ouch, Force Spike. All right, seeing some unusual amount of counter spells. We've ran into a foil and now a Force Spike. I sure hope this isn't more Fae. Good Lord, Shiraz! One of them tried to run your house with a knife. What's going on? My goodness. I'm too much of a family guy. I couldn't imagine living like that. Alright, so next turn we'll do that, and then we'll have the little Reckless Charge move, and hopefully we're not met with a counter spell. We probably will be, though. That's why we like Unearth, though. Sometimes you can get pretty wanton with your plays, and I hope this isn't an exclude we're walking into. We'll drop here. I'll go like this, play this. Do they got it? Nope, they don't. Alright, well, let's see if we can make this real. Hiya! Reckless Charge. What do you got, sucker? Snap? Oh, man. Well, All right, we got same play next turn, and then in the future we can flash it back. Yeah, cast iron frying pan's a pretty good counter. All right, we got ourselves a ninja, folks. Man, I really hope this isn't another Fae matchup. All right, let's go like this again. Try this. We'll drop this. And we'll attack. Want to lose your ninja? Or would you like to draw a card? We don't have to worry about any sort of shenanigans with, what do you call? Days. No block. There goes half your life. So what's cool now, we can see Reckless Charge is just sitting there like just this nasty, awesome option. I think, depending on what drops here, Rancor is to play attack and then follow it up with the other Ichorclaw. I just don't want it to get snapped in response and then counter, and then we're going to do just like in round one, where kind of a dead dog to a lot of jump start turns by Delver Fae, whatever you want to call it. Delver. All right. Oh, that might buy a counter, huh? Yeah, let's see if it buys a counter. Well, at least blocks the ninja. Okay, cool. Bring this out. Cave of Temptation's doing just absolutely nothing over there. All right, cool. We got another snap. If I think they had it, they would have done it in response instead of letting me have Rancor there. Well, this is number one. Don't do this if you're playing against infect. A lot of people just have that mindset. Oh, I'm going to block it. And okay, yeah, but it's that works out. You know, he's going to trade. That's cool, but it just gets bigger, hits harder, leans on it. Boy, it'd be so cool to drop deck another Reckless Charge here and just ace him. All right, no respect, I tell you. Yeah, more typical of the man. Boy, if that Force Spike didn't show up, this would have been a very fast game. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll do it. I'm here to win. Come on, sucker. All right. I'll do it again next turn. Fae in the house. 3 cards in hand. Soon to be 5. Unless they drop a land here. I don't want to get cutesy. I could drop the ninja, but I'm going to just try for options here. Now that is going to suck because he can counter the Rancor. So what I really want here is like another Rancor. Highly doubt it, but I've drawn a lot of cards here. It's a little more competitive than that first round. Gosh, I've seen Toothpaste more competitive than that first round. That was ridiculous. Let's go like this so we can turn on our cave, and maybe I can sneak out a counter. Nope. I was hoping they'd be counter happy. All right, well, yeah, we can get the Blighted Agent on board. We can do that. I know we're just gonna walk right into stuff here. Yeah, no. Let me do this. I think this will get a counter first. So let's unearth. Wait, oh, darn it. I hate the way these are ordered. All right. I want to make black mana. Make black mana. Pay nothing. Let's go. Okay. Let's get something that's awesome. If all goes to plan. There's that. Okay. You need an... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Does he have it, really? Ah. Well, that's a strange scenario. I would just rather snap the Myr there. Going for all the cutesy points. And it hits. Okay. Maybe we got him on eggshells. Never know. Okay, well, that'll die. 3 cards in hand. Boy, these ninjas are just, it's going to be very hard to keep up with this. You want to go that route? I can play that game, sucker. Let's go. I hate to do it, but... Woo! Note to self. Opponent's very trick happy. Almost to their... Alright, we've got 2 Rancors in the yard. A lot of snap action going on. Ooh, oh, a little hesitation there, eh? Let's see if you draw some sort of creature that can get you out of this mess. We don't have much longer to live, though. So as you can see, the last game and this game, we're not really having any sort of hiccups on mana. Everything kind of flowing through, keeping up with the draws. That's going to be a pain. Let's see what he reveals. All right. Oh, there's that. Be nice to draw a bit more mana here. Yeah, play's pretty obvious here. I just got to crash through Bolus. Hope he doesn't turn it into a ninja. Oh, I hate the disrespect here. I really wish I could make him pay for it. I wish, man, if this was an instant, that would be pretty epic. We'll go like this. Let's see what this buys us. Okay, got another one? No? Alright. Has he got a snap here for the win? Yeah, he does. So that's 6. And we lose again to Delver. That hurts. I don't like losing to Delver, as you all know. But that's just pure. It's actually, I think, kind of the worst one with bounce. I can do with others, but a lot of tricks in that. I'm gonna see if I can fit in all of this. All right. I just cut one of those. We'll cut one here. I love charges. I do not want it. They're mutagenic. I can maybe lose one of those. I'm going to lose 2 Rancors and see where we sit. We still need to lose 2 cards. I'll lose 1 seal. I rarely do that. Maybe 1. I almost never do this, but I just really want... We've got 4 Duresses in the spell, so we can play the counter game. And Duress is going to be very... in theory, it's going to be very good at Mother May I, draw out the counter, and then play our good stuff behind it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Unearth, I don't want to cut too many of those because, you know, you bring your guy out, the counter, pay 1, and it's back. So, you know what? I'm gonna lean on charge over mutagenic. They're gonna have their little cutesy tricks. That's fine. Let's go from there. Yeah. Typical. I know. I haven't seen. I played Methonical's Hexproof with some changes. I actually made Soulfire change in the sideboard. I was like, why risk the creature? 1 more mana and you can ping out anything. So, yeah, we want to play first. Well, let's see a good hand. This is not a good hand. Our flexibility's all there. If we keep this, we can Abundant Growth, draw, cycle Unearth, draw. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think I'm going to ship this. Yeah. Mr. Duct Tape, though, thank you for chiming in. This, of all decks, though, you can actually do pretty well keeping no creature hands. If you've got, like, maybe if I add a Astrolabe here, I might consider keeping because it's has quite a few ways of finding stuff. So, yeah. We're going to mulligan this. All right, well, we've got this. We've got color fixing. We'll keep this. What are we going to throw back? I'm going to throw back the mutagenic. We'll say done. And now we just hope that this Abundant Growth turns into another forest. Come on. There we go. All right. Not feeling so bad now. Yeah, the Ichorclaw Myr is pretty nasty with the spell backup against against these kind of decks. So let's hope for the best. Yes, it could wait a turn and have the little aha moment with Reckless Charge, but in my experience, you go for when you can land the creature, because they can easily counter that too, and then you're out 1.5 turns. So hopefully we can bait out that Dispel, maybe with a, I'm not quite sure with what. Let's see. Alright, well this helps. I play this. Pour the snow. Land's feeling fine. Alright, well here we go. Let's see what we can see here. This is kind of the scenario we wanted to see. So we've got Dispel back up, and we've got a pretty nasty threat, so we'll at least see what we're dealing with here and keep the guest room out of it. Thing I've always bitched about with Astrolabe, I just don't think decks should be able to be this flexible for this this long. I don't want to lose the tempo, so I will counter this, but it'd be pretty awesome if we didn't have to and we could just Reckless Charge here. But hey, we're gonna get another spell out, and okay, so there's a counter spell. We'll grab that, and our opponent's probably a little on edge, like, Jesus, what am I playing against here? So no more bounce. We'll attack. Hopefully we can get like a I'd really like to get a Blighted Agent next so that they can counter it, and then we just unearth it. Maybe put a Reckless Charge on it and just end it. Oh, don't like that. Okay. Well, we know what they drew. Why aren't they playing a land? They're trying to... I guess they did play a land and I just didn't catch it. All right. Well, we're kind of up against it with that play. Getting close to be able to use Cave of Temptation, be out of gut shot range. Oh yeah, it hurt Mr. Duct Tape, that's for sure. To walk into a counter spell or to not walk into a counter spell. I don't think we're really hurting here too much. I'm tempted to just cycle. Problem, see, this is that same problem we ran into in the very first matchup. And I got that stranglehold on you with the spell stutter. So I'm going to give it one turn, and then I might cycle the Unearth. Give him a nice hesitation move there and see. What is it? Aerial Volley, I think, is the card I'm thinking of. The the green instant. I'd kind of like to keep it green as an answer for a Fae. I should really try to fit in one or two. This scenario is just coming up too often. All right. Let's cycle Unearth, and I could play it. I just want to let's try and get ahead here. All right. Well, I can pump up the dude if it happens, but we're not taking extreme damage here. Let me stay abreast of the situation here. Well, I got one matchup I wanted, which was Tron, which you almost never hear me say unless I'm playing Infect. Flip side is, though, we've run into Delver, which I kept hearing was on its way out in the last few weeks, but it definitely seems to be coming back. Yeah, is there a consensus out there? Let me pull a bluff here. I'll go here, here, here. We'll play this. And we'll pass the turn. Very crucial to have Seal of Strength out for these reckless wins where you just pop, 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 and just come over. If only hit him for one, that sucks. What's the consensus in the chat there of the best green mass removal for Fae? I think, if memory serves, it's Aerial Volley is a pretty good one. But so here's the typical Twitch outing where at game one we lost because we just drew no mana despite having access to 20 total if you include the Lotus Petals. And now we're getting flooded. But at least we're not getting beat over the head with ninjas. We know 2 of the 3 cards in our opponent's hand. The problem is they can counter everything in our deck twice. Well, there's a little bit of an answer, a little ray of hope. Maybe I should have waited on that. No, it wouldn't have mattered. They would have sprited and then counterspelled. At least we'd be out of the woodworks. All right. Come on, show me a Blighted Agent. All right. All right, we've got 7 turns left here, folks. Don't mind having a losing record today. I just don't want to face any more blue flying men. That's not helping. Aerial Volley. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Doesn't that do like 3 to any number of flying? It's just with having, of course, you know, like anything, it could get countered. But traditionally, I might even just want to go with Gut Shot. I think that was in my very first build, but I just was like, it was more for the standard bear option. I was like, you know what? I'll just use the other Soul's Fire. Roast out a standard bear and keep the deck flexible so I'm not completely hindered by that line of thinking. But oh, thank you so much, MTGO gods. I mean, I've had 1 or 2 games like this out of like 30. They've all been fun, just tourney practice room games. Nothing like throwing it into a league, though, to just kind of make you go, oh, wait, 2 of those, not 3 of those, or 4 of those, not 3 of those. So, always sit on a spell for flying removal. Scattershot Archer. Useful attacker, yeah. Yeah, good old Scattershot. I just hate that turn you have to wait for it, but could be very relevant. I think we're going to run into the 1-2 mess. All right. Shoot. Can't wait too much longer here. I mean, maybe I can... The benefit of bluffing earlier is that we were able to do... Maybe we bought the respect. Darn it, I was really hoping the counterspell would come out first. I know it's a pipe dream, but... All right. Yep, we're losing this one, guys. Unless he just doesn't have any mutagenic or a ninja in hand. Oh, that'll do it. All right, well, darn it. We're 1-2. Both losses have been to Delver variants, which that really irks me. Yeah, Sandstorm. I really like that one. Yeah, there's no getting through that with a Dispel and company. We just didn't have the goods out of the gates there. So I'm going to use the restroom here real quick. Recharge. I recommend you do the same. We'll be back for rounds 2 and 3 already. It's only 40 minutes in, and hopefully we go more into the win column with some more Tron lands. But be right back, guys.
I love looking through the bargain bin to see the coffee table books that nobody else bought.
Right.
The ones that were real duds that went nowhere.
Right.
Okay? We've collected the biggest stinkers from the holidays. These ones just didn't sell. You might see why when we start to show them. And we thought we'd share them with you right now, and I think you're going to enjoy this. For example, here's one. Didn't sell at all. It's called Butterflies That Sold Out. These are butterflies.
Oh, dude.
Dude, why? And look at this. Look at this one right here. A beautiful Monarch, but no.
That's actually kind of pretty.
It actually is pretty. And then down here we got this guy. That's just why? Here's one. Shopping mall Santas without the beards or Santa outfits. This is them back in civilian life. It's just somehow not the same.
Yeah.
And there's this guy down here. Hey, he looks familiar.
Hey.
I know that guy. All right, self-parking cars are a big story at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. Cars that can just park themselves.
Yep.
Look at this one. Self-parking cars that are assholes.
Oh, my God.
Look at that thing.
That is not right.
Yeah, you don't take up 2 spots and then look at that.
That's on top of the Porsche.
I don't know why this one did. I love this book. Stoned Horses. These are horses that are... Look at his eyes, man. Whoa. These horses.
It's 4:20 in the barn.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this one right here. Smug guys who have no idea they're about to be crushed by boulders. These guys are showing a latitude right there.
Oh, boy.
But they're about to die. Crushed by a boulder. Look at this dick right here.
horror. As Pauperganda Studios presents all the classic horror films from the legendary Pachuca brothers. First, the 70s masterpiece, Howl from Beyond. Then, the fan favorite, The Faceless Butcher. Plus, the cult classic, Undying Evil. Followed by non-stop horror like Innocent Blood, Grim Harvest, Bloodseeker, Evil Presence, Twisted Abomination, and many more. A murderous mayhem marathon, Rakdos style. Don't miss Pauperganda's horror gore galore. Coming soon.
And we are back. All right, we got an okay hand here. We will keep this. Unfortunately, we're on the draw. And I got a new favorite beer. I'm usually not into beers or pale ales, but my buddy Eric up north, it's really poorly named too, but it's called Panic. It's an IPA. Are you kidding me? We're going against blue again with snow covered. Anyway, it's called Panic India Pale Ale. Expensive stuff, but out of my hometown, Sacramento. Very, very good. So I need to chill after running into all these damn flying things. Okay, let us do this. I'm going to get our dude out straight away and hope for the best. We have mutagenic backup if a little reckless scred play happens here. We'll see. Oh, interesting. Maybe it's of the journey variety. Okay. Kind of want to fix my mana here. I'm going to drop the Astrolabe. There's more powerful plays, but come on, land. Nope. Gonna be one of those games, eh? All right. Excuse me. Too many bubbles. Calm beer to calm the infected nerves. This is where I really like Ichorclaw, man. Are you gonna think me crazy? I'm still gonna try to fix our mana. It's kind of a pipe dream to think this is just gonna go unmolested the whole game. All right, jeez. From flood to screw, flood to screw. All right. Come on, represent something. Tap out so I can kind of go all in here. What do we have here? An evoked Muldrifter. Oh, probably getting hit with Ephemerate. That's the case. When we draw land, we could probably win. All right, let's see. The stream curse. It's a real thing, Freelance. I tell you, my son today, I was like, I might stream today. He was like, well, don't talk about the curse because it always happens when you talk about it. All right. Let's see what we can see here. We're just going to go for maximum carnage. We'll drop this here just for the 3. We'll drop the strength here. Kind of clunky. It'll get there though. Drop this on here. Pay this. And that should be all she wrote. Alright. I'm not quite sure if this is the Jeskai build. It probably is. Alright. I'm going to bring in 2 of these. Just there is a chance that they're going to have a standard bearer and such. Maybe I should just keep it to 1 until we see it. A lot of those lists don't tend to run it. Didn't see too much removal, so I think I can kind of lean against these. Same with I'm going to lose 2 Rancors here for a set of Dispels and a set of Duress. Keep my petals where it's at. Sometimes I cut 1. It seems a little counterproductive when you're going into game 2 with more colors, but gotta cut something. Let's go. Boy, can we finish the tournament in under an hour? That's like faster than Burn, I would think. Sometimes. I know that's why it's such a grindy deck. I'm just happy the screen's not bouncing on us. Okay, thank you, mana. This is a more typical draw here. We're going to keep this up against counter spells and double fix. If they want to get counter happy, I'm fine with that. There's the Astrolabe. Disenchant. What brought that up? Hexen Rouge? Oh, for the Myr. Yeah, that's a good call. Well, I'm not going to look a gift in the mouth there. I'm going to just bring this out. Maybe they've got a slow draw. And sneak under the counter spells and see what we can do. What do we have here? Okay. It's much better than an Ichorclaw, that's for sure. Which is what we're going to get now, because we've got an opening. Whoop. I just think for as good as this beer is, and you know, beer makes you kind of chill out, and they call it panic. I don't get it. Panic that you're out of it? Maybe. I need more. And we eat another one. This is fine. This is usually where, this is normally where typical infect dies. But if you look at our hand right now, we've got 3 draws. And we do know we're going up against a counterspell, so hopefully we can just, I hate that Egyptian art. Here we go. All right. Well, I'm going to lead with Astrolabe, as I've said. Yeah, they are crazy expensive. I think a 12-pack was like, I mean, a 6-pack was like $11. I was like, whoa. Yeah, and they are pretty tiny. But boy, on a hot day when it's muggy out, I don't know what it is. I don't care for a lot of IPAs sometimes, but I'm going to dismiss all because we will be duressing here. I'm going to lean on the another Astrolabe. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, we've got a creature. What do you guys vote? Drop the elf. Or we could duress now. Yeah, if we, I think we duress now because he's going to attack with the auger. Let's duress now. Echoing Truth and a counterspell. Damn. Don't like to see that. Oh well, getting it back's better than having it die. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is the second game. All right. We could always draw one of our, what do you call it? Dispel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So Plains is gonna drop. Probably gonna get a. I guess the Malt Drifter might wait. Really want to Dispel here. Or nope, gotta remember. Oh, or that. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to be able to do like 7 damage here. Oh, never mind. Unless Rancor shows up here. Their hand's nice and filled up. Boing! Okay. I think we're going to slow roll this, guys. Maybe get him, catch him a little bit greedy. We've got all the parts for it. There's that. Oh, things are looking juicy now. I'm going to play this out of discipline. Play this here. Our colors are feeling good. Ooh, and we got even more. How greedy I should get. You know, we could just draw into a Dispel and he might wait to do it. Let's at least see here. Ideally, we get a Blighted Agent here. Pretty hard to win this with the avalanche of card advantage we're seeing. Oh, nice to know, Hexen Rouge. What country is that, sir? We've got enough Echoing Truth to work around. We're going to see more cards here. Ukraine. Ooh. All right. Scred showing up. We can't save that. That's okay. I kind of, you know, we've got quite a bit of time here. If I get a Blighted Agent, it's almost game over. Almost. Let's get rid of Scred. I was hoping he was going to Echoing Truth the Astrolabe. That'd really help out. Ah, shoot. Drawn dead here. All right. Echoing. Scred. Just writing down some of the removal spells we're seeing. game is it in the Ukraine, Hexen Rouge? I have no concept of those sorts of things. All right, well, 11 p.m. Yowza. 10 hours difference. You know what I want to do? I'm going to try to waste a Rancor here. If this gets through, I'll try to put a Rancor on it. See if that draws the Echoing Truth. So right now I'm really more about this. We haven't seen a counterspell yet here. I'll try to save it with this, just to really encourage the echoing. I want to get rid of that. Come on, Echo. Echoing Truth. Okay, good. Lightning spell gone. Alright. Now we'll play it again, and hopefully we don't run into anything else. Let's do this for the sheer fear factor. Huzzah! The thinking man's infect, I tell ya. Really suggest you sleeve this up. Plus or minus a few cards. To be decided in the sideboard. I think the main deck, I'm really liking it though. I was very tempted to switch out. Well, I guess I don't attack then. Very tempted to switch out the what am I trying to say here? Oh, the Lotus Petal when I was first brewing this. Sure glad they didn't do that as a surprise. Sure they're gonna find a lot of removal here though. Because if you'll notice, this deck doesn't have any vines. Would like to fit some in, but it's a pretty pricey spell. If you look at our graveyard, it's like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2's a lot. Okay, well, good news is we've got Reckless Charge in our yard. Let me bring that up here. Maybe I should name the deck Beat by Blue. If this keeps up. This is the second game. We did win the first one. Yeah, I take a hot, sunny day over a muggy, high cloud day. It acts like blankets on the earth and just kind of packs that heat in. Monotonous. Alright, I'm going to feign like we've got more than we do. Actually, I'm not. Well, no, he knows. Doesn't know that's in our hand. Oh. I'll keep it. We got 3 turns as it sits now. What am I doing staring at this for? Let's go. You know, I'll say this. I know there's a lot of haters out there when it comes to the MTGO program and stuff, but have you really run into any issues? Is anybody out there running into any issues with it? I know Arena's all the rage right now, but I can't remember. It's been years since I've had a crash. Things are pretty, you know, I don't really see any bugs happening. Oh, come on, deck. Just a little ray of hope here. Karamono. They will make us go to 8 Pyros and 4 Gorilla Shaman sideboard. I've thought about it. Yeah, I'm sure you've all done that too, where you're like, how can I punish Astrolabe users? Quick answer, you can't. About the best thing you can do is gain a life every time they come into play with that Lion-in guy, and that's losing magic right there. Yeah, there needs to be a thing like it comes into play. I'm not sure. Are we just going to get burned out here? We're going to go to game 3, it looks like. Yep. We'll put an L there. I hate when pins don't work. Come on. Put it up on the leather here and see. There we go. Yeah, I've played this list. I know one of Entropy's friends, fans, I should say, gave him this, and it was the very first 5-0 of the league. Very cool list. And like, if you give it too much room, it finds ways to abuse things. Notice my complete disregard for the graveyard. I'm going to bring in another Dispel. Just because most of the answers we're seeing are red. I don't think I need to lean on Soul's Fire at all here. I really want to fit in the last Duress. What am I going to lose? One Rancor. I'll keep one in there. I'll hope for the best. Oh, it is Hexen Rouge. Yeah, I just never played it. About the only entwined spell I think might be relevant is Wail of the Nim, which I've thought of running in this against Delver and Fey. Black Source can regenerate your creatures. It's a pretty good option, but it's awfully pricey. But, you know, when I do need it, it's that mid-game. So, yeah, we want to play first. Yeah. You know what? I'm really tempted to keep this, guys. Got 2 draw spells, and acceleration and boost. What do you think? In my tournament games, I always keep these kind of these things, and I draw into something pretty regularly, but Lost Nation JC, yeah, it's flexible. Problem at hand here, ladies and gentlemen. Do I keep this or not? Playing Astrolabe, see a creature, I'm in good shape. Our mana's all there. I'm the aggro, and I don't have any aggro, though. Anybody? What do you think? As the robot chimes in. I know, but we've got 2 draws in the Astrolabe and the Abundant Astrolabe. That's what I should call the deck. We'll say mulligan. Ay. Fixed. Doesn't work. Mulligan again. Oh, come on. All right, we'll keep this. Ay. I'll throw this back. I really would like to keep Duress, but can't. Oh, I like that. Done. That hurts. I want 2 threats. Let's bring this out here. Just give me a mana. Come on now. Definitely going to be seeing some electrickeries here probably in this 3rd game. 1 or 2 maybe. Who knows? Most common play in all of Magic these days. When I fix my mana. Forest. Nope. Well, we got some flexibility. We just don't have any volume. Went from a lot of land to none. Feeling kind of naked here on 1 land. Our worst infect creature in the deck. I mean, that's fine. Almost never like to use Unearth on that. Just feels like a loss. But hopefully we draw a forest and we can just hit for 4 this next turn and make them feel a little bit on the ropes. Open up the yards here. I really want to fight for a 2-2 here. If we win this one, we'll be 2-2. All right, that helps a lot. Bring this on board. We'll go like this. The Fear of God in them, hopefully. Invigorate. Plays like this makes it very obvious if they have any removal, because they'll use it right now. Dig for the removal. Here comes red, and we're dead. All right. Unearth or Duress. Let's say we Duress first. After these messages. Let's do this first. All right. Let me Duress here. Right. Well, it's an honest hand. What we need here isn't Glistener Elf, because we've got 2 aggro bullets staring us down, and we're going to have to use way too much of our pump to get through that. Got our opponent half dead. Oh, yes, Unearth. We get our Blighted Agent countered, and we can just 1 black and 1 red, and we win the game. The reckless charge. If we'd have to draw one. The flashback is 3, so that would be 1 black, 1 red, 2 colorless. The way that things sit now, but tempted to cycle that on Earth, even though it does represent. All right, that out. That's up. I've got the time here. Come on, come on. Great. We've got the counter and seal, but it's not quite feeling that way, is it? I think I'm going to cycle the Unearth. Like I said, the Glistener Elf is just dead to me. Now, if he attacks on open board and untapped and everything, which might happen. Nope, never mind. I was thinking with the Mold Drifter minus Ephemerate, but, well, there it is. Speak of the devil. Those are really good on Augurs, too. You don't have to always wait for the Mold Drifter to show up. Oh, he learned his lesson. So I'm definitely going to cycle this. Need to find some answers a little bit quicker than we're doing. Come on, Blight. That's a depressing response, isn't it? Alright. I'll do it again. Not what it's used for, but I need a threat that can't be blocked. We got him half dead. And a lot of respect, not even attacking with the auger there. Problem is they're sitting back on avalanche of card advantage and a lightning bolt, which we have covered in Seal of Strength, but this card keeps going the other way as far as them seeing so many and us not seeing many. Thonical warned me about this. He said these are everywhere, these little red, white, and blue Ephemerate Astrolabe decks. Boy. Is there anything that counters cycling in Pauper? I don't think so. Sorry for the extremely boring cycle here. Come on, opponent. Maybe they're just using the restroom or something. They don't have cool commercials to cut to like I do. Wink, wink. Okay, this keeps up. I might have to roll to something to keep you guys entertained while we have this atrocious downtime. Thanks to this guy Fiddy. I'd like to thank our supporters over at Buy Me a Coffee. Fuji Purple, Hods, Nessie3 the G, Into the River, Stephen Wake, Arkhammer, Hex and Rouge in the chat representing. Thank you, my friend. MTM Tat, someone, it's actually their name. Nimchimsky, Stephen Awake, Lovecraft668, and of newest attendance to the metagame would probably be Hemperor, Hemperor. Thank you very much for the support. It means a lot, especially you monthly folks. And Fun 18, of course, one of the originals. All right, wow, thank you, deck. I'm so glad I waited 5 minutes for that to show up. Okay. Well, I don't know, guys. Thought we were going to pull even with this matchup, especially after that first game. But it looks like we keep drawing lands and they keep drawing spells. This is after multiple games of getting kind of screwed, so. But now we're getting flooded. This is how things work. Ephemerate's going to show up. Hand's going to be refilled. Yes, 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 yes. So nice to have it in Dispel there, but we don't. All right. Only access to red. Interesting. Well, Doesn't really help that much. We've got plenty of color fixing. Why I think sometimes that flying black infect dude, certain games like this, if you are squared off against augurs and just a ground crew holding up defense and you get a hasted dude like that flying through the air, it's pretty great. But ah, boy, I have to like the all-time record for slow plays here. All right, well, got a little ray of hope here. Problem is we'd have to do it just right now, and we don't have the mana for right now. Yeah, a lot of times that's what it turns into, Hex and Rouge. You get that, or Unearth the Agent, and then Reckless, and then if you've got a Seal out. Seal is so important. In fact, the All Pauper tournament that's coming up in about a month, we've been putting up our promo out for that all the time. I'm seriously, normally I brought in Seal of Strength when Invigorate got banned. It's one less, and there are some benefits to running it, but boy, I think I'm just going to keep them all. It's almost like they know what's in our hand. Standard Bearer. This game's over, folks. Hiya. We can't keep anything alive, so we might as well draw some of that lightning bolt to our dude here. Yeah, it's about time to scoop. I just want him to bolt now. Come on, bolt now. Bolt now. And it's a scred. Alright, I will scoop because I know he's got a bolt and we can't protect our dude. And we took out... I didn't think they were playing those. And they are. So we're pretty much dead to that. Alright. Already, last round time. Let's just jump into it. See what we can see. We won big, lost big, and then we had a close one. And the matches are coming up fast and furious. I think I'm going to play this solo later today with very few changes, but I do believe in the deck. I think it can go, on a good day it could probably go 4-1, but our mana's okay. This is an honest infect hand. We're going first. We'll keep. Unearth can kind of refill it. It's going to be a little expensive. The access to play every color is pretty cheap when you only have to pay one more for everything. So, Mina Gogo, hello, good to see you. Sorry, I'm reading backwards in the chat. I know that's been up there for a while. All right, we're gonna go like this. Let's go. We'll lead off with some hatred. Yeah, my favorite first turn in Pauper usually. What's it met with? Let's see. Oh. This is when you really want to see Blighted Agent, if this is either elves or... Let's go here, rock here. Holy cow, Mina Go played 4 leaks today. I don't think I've ever done that. I think 3 is my record. I don't think I've ever done more than that. There's no reason to really pay life mana here, especially against a deck like Stompy or Elves, so... I'll try to stay pure. I always laugh when they try to save their creatures on these kind of plays. It's like, it still dies. It's wither damage. I get burned out. And even when I was younger, in like my mid-30s, I just... Okay, so it's elves. This can go either way. If we get a Blighted Agent early, this is just a landslide, obviously. But alright, we're liking this. Let's see. That'll be... I mean, we're just going to use it for the big ability here. Make this 6. Go on and attacking. Boom. Hiya. And here we go. Boink. Well, I mean, that's turn 3, right? That's pretty fast. With all the flexibility and all the colors activated. Good times. All right. Yikes. You know, this is an elf, so sometimes this can really kick you in the butt. We really just need to draw this. I'm going to take out 2 Unearths. Duress is tempting if they got the longbow, but I'm going to lean on Soul's Fire just to take out dudes. In fact, I'm going to lean on all 3. That's kind of our only removal spell. I'm able to take out the good stuff, or if our Blighted Agent doesn't show up, we can enchant the hell out of something and then just fling it, sort of thing. So 6 to 8 sealed leaks per day for a month before GP Warsaw. Hate seal this. All right, let's see what we can do. Always love my opponents playing like a very life gainy deck, and it's like, take that. God, I love infect. I'll never stop playing it. Yes, we've got it. We will keep. Tempted to just use Glistener Elf as a speed bump here. I think I'm going to lean on just accelerating my mana here. Land. All right. We should be okay here. Things can get out of control real quick, and that's one of the main reasons why. Aquarian Ranger. Here comes 4 mana. Or 3. So the big takeaway, if we had an answer for Delver, we'd be in the winner's circle here. But what are you guys' thoughts on this? We've had a few explosive hands. I'm not going to cry too big of a river. Let's see, that's 5, 6, 7. Do we have the win next turn? I think we do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we win this turn. Pauperganda, do you plan to make viewers matches stream this month? Yes, actually, Hex and Rouge, I think we're going to do that next week. Bear with me. I'm trying to mix it up for a variety of reasons. One's my job. I do work from home, but sometimes you just never know when the easy or hard days are going to show up. So 3 Jeskai. Oh, Mina Go. That's a good point. Maybe I need to up my you can't blame them. It's kind of how I feel with this. You just have access to everything, and that's why everybody's like, why do you hate on Astrolabe? And I'm like, it's a great card, and look, I'm playing it, and I played it last week too, but it's just I don't like when things that are supposed to be 60 cards are now 56, because it just makes no sense to not run it. Okay, so it looks pretty threatening over there, but we're unblockable and they're hellbent, so we pretty much got this one here. Don't go anywhere. In fact, I'll Hex and Rouge, you want to, as long as you're not going to be biased and bring in some like anti-infect deck, I'll play you one more round in this, because gosh, we're just over the hour mark, and we're going to finish this one off this turn. Just make sure all my math's right here. We'll throw a Rancor on this. We'll tap this for this. Again, haste doesn't matter. It's nice when it shows up, but we don't really care too much. We'll kill there, and then we'll go like this. And have fun blocking. Woo! Ric Flair style, baby. So our wins were dominant and pronounced against Tron and Elves. Lost a close one to Jeskai, and then we just got kind of run over by a lot of Delver variants. Changes. Well, I would have to type cards in to do that. So, but like I said, this is a very, it's a good deck. I know it hiccups against Delver. These are for journeys here, or Nature's Claim. Soul's Fire, really liking this card. However, I might cut like, I don't know, 1 Duress. Really hate to cut a Dispel. I don't know how I would do against Burn. I think that would just be kind of a coin toss. Who's quicker? That's why I really like Hydroblast, because those Thermal Alchemists just are a game changer in Burn, and I just have to have an answer there. So, yeah. Anyway, so before I go here, I'm gonna just go over to the practice tournament. We'll just get in one more game here, and we'll just go from here and see if we can just find some matchup here. Oops, sorry about the jumpy screen. Now it happens. Isn't that weird? Against Diego Brando. Let's see. This way, stream won't be so short. Boy, what is up with the practice room and the bouncy screen? Yeah, we want to play first. Now, because this game doesn't count, and we have the really threat of charge seal. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to play a little more recklessly here. All right. Let's go. We will lead off with... We'll lead off with Astrolabe. Tempted to drop that strength, but we'll see. My hand's perfect. See, it knows we're not competing, so it's like, oh, here's a... Except for a creature, here's a great hand, right? Another draw. Ooh, maybe we'll see how this does against black removal. My experience, pretty good. I've faced MBC 3 times, and I've gotten it each time. A few 2-1s, but there we have it. I'm going to wait for the kill spell. If you can look closely, if they seal or do any sort of cutesy move here, we got him. Well, not really. We need to draw a little bit more, wee bit more mana fixing. Esper Blade, interesting. We'll just act a little hoodwinked here. Get our Reckless Charge going in full effect. I really wish this would have happened in the league. Okay, we'll drop an Astrolabe. Just look like one of those typical greedy decks, but we've got the win in hand. We just got to draw. That's kind of nice. Oh, nice. My PC is disassembled, making upgrade. I am such a dunce with that kind of stuff. Okay. Well, we can't do nothing against that. Little does he know he's dead next turn. It's a pretty funny feeling. Well, he could have Snuff Out. Or she. But with a name like Diego. I would think it's the other. So here, I'm glad I didn't just run away. We're going to see the nice kaboom. And this happens a lot. I'd say 20-25% of my games are like this. Where I just attack. Makes people very hesitant games 2 and 3. I'm attacking, aren't I? Oh, okay. There we go. Kind of a interesting one. So we do have access to white, so I'm going to bring in Soul's Fire out of fear of a Standard Bearer. I'm losing an Unearth. A Rancor. I'll bring in 2 of these. Mutagenic. Let's go. Hopefully this way we can pull 3-3 and still say, hey, we 50-50'd. Wink. We didn't. Alrighty. A little screwed here. I'm going to keep it. We'll just see what... Maybe I should call it Big Lebowski infect. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm looking at the meta. 95% of decks are running Snowlands. Oh yeah, LD. I just don't find... You know me, that's right behind my love for infect is land destruction, but my god, you just Marasa, or they flicker it, or you know, I'm an optimist, but man, there's I'm all for enchanting the lands of Tron now. Buys you maybe one more turn. Hopefully we see a just figure met with a mutagenic here. Now we really need some mana help. Alright, well we got the answer in hand here. Alright. Let's go, Standard Bearer. We're a mana and a fix away from it helping. Good news is, usually when they run on that angle, they're not after too much removal. They're more about the prevention. So let's see what we can get here. More information for game 3 if we need to go there. Blue showing up. What do we got here? Stormblade. All right. Let me cycle this. Trying to go find our solution here. That'll help a little bit. It's not completely dead. I really like Seal of Strength so much. It's just, compared to all the other spells that are uncastable now in our hand, we can at least get rid of it. Now all we need is fixing, and we've got an answer. We're stocking up on things. We might not even need to attack. You know, charge, seal, mutagenic. That's 9, and we just seal the fire. Attack if we want to. Attacking's for suckers. What do we have here? Okay. You know, it's interesting that they're playing this. That's a very good call. These Stormblade decks are just the blade decks there. As you can see, they can assemble really well, and boy, they are just tailor-made for an Astrolabe style synergy. Like clunky mana? No problem. Check this out. Alright, come on, mana fix. Nope. Alright, well, I'll throw this down in case they've got Prismatic Strands. Ichorclaw Myr with Soul's Fire is a pretty nice little combo there. It's like, try Prismaticing that. I think LD's almost unplayable anymore. I mean, it was always suspect in the beginning, too, even when I like to play it. But the problem being that, you know, they're just drawing so many cards, they're probably drawing more lands, and then all that's set up. I think my oldest just pulled in. He doesn't know I'm streaming today, so might hear him crash into the room and be like, whoa, what's up? He started his own new channel, too. Okay, well, we've got an opening here. But turn away from it being a thing, though. I'll block for time. Oh, I already went through that. Never mind. Alright. Come on, fix. No fix. Okay. I don't think we're going to live through this. Six. Yeah. Standard Bear shutting us down. And that should do it. Alright. Well, I'll block. I have to block both, don't I? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we'll just scoop here. How far away was our mana fixing? Let's look. This always jumps. I don't know why. I guess that's technically a bug. Draw a card. Draw a card. There it is. Alright. So the last one comes in. Quite a bit of... Don't see many spells coming in. Looks like they're going to lean on that. We'll keep in Rancor. Rancor's really good with Soul's Fire. It's that extra little oomph damage. Chat got real quiet here, guys. What's going on? We'll roll to a few commercials after this and call it a day and see you next week, probably for a little bit of a get-together community style, as Hex and Rouge was implying there. Alright, we've got lots fixing. Got kind of the goods here, but we don't really have any critters. I'm melting, says Shiraz. Well, I'm going to keep this. Screw it. Just like the first game. It's Wild Infect. We still haven't come up with a better moniker than Infect Domain. That's kind of lame. At least our mana fixing's here, but now our mana isn't. Hey, alright. Thank you for joining us, mana. Let's lead next turn with Abundant Growth and Seal of Strength unless anything changes. And don't forget, tonight the Pauper League's going down unless I'm out of the loop. It's very possible. If you're up all night and want Pauper content, check that out. I got that premiere. Alright, let me do this. This to this to this. And a creature! Woo! I'm gonna lean on this instead. Might be able to buy a sneak win here. Does anybody see it? I've never tried to build a mid-range Pauper deck, says Hex and Rouge. Okay, well there's that. Oh, if we get a Rancor, we might be in business. Nope. How long do we sit and wait to pull the trigger here, right? So it's going to hit us for flying. I'm going to just wait. We could slow the turn down, though. What I mean by that is Unearth costs the same as this. We can still do it next turn with both Abundant Growth and Astrolabe. So he might burn it, just hit us for 2, and then we can still crash over for 10. Okay. Okay. I actually really like this play. So we're going to Unearth, Reckless, Seal, and we should probably win it. It's the weirdest thing when you sleeve this up is how different this plays than your standard infect, where it's like, okay, normal infect, we're dead in the water right now. Okay, so we now hold on a minute. Yeah, if we go here with black, right? Cast this, go here. We'll say red. We'll say red. And then we'll say dead. And just like that, folks. Booyah! It's Infect Domain, or whatever you want to call it. Deluxe Infect. I don't know. Don't know if I want to put my name on it after the, we did go 2-3. That made it 3-3, but it's not like you're going to run into an Esper deck. But I do think that's actually a pretty viable strategy right now if you want something new with Astrolabes and such, because it just lends to that flexibility of having all that. So anyway, really liking this build. I'll probably lose a Duress or 2. Maybe I lose the Hydroblast and just go all in and lean on Duress and Dispel against Burn. I'm not sure. We do have Nature's Claim and plenty of targets to at least prevent Fire Blast logic hitting us that way. So I'm gonna go over the list here real quick, as I usually do at the end of the thing. So we've got this for our life gain, our sideboard. 3 Souls Fire I really do feel is the right number. For Duress, I'd like to lean on pulling their answers rather than having the answers in Dispel, because oftentimes you play this first main and they tap out or they show you their goods, and then you can go and do the reckless shenanigans as we just saw with easily this. And if you're going to play this, please play this old artwork. The new artwork's terrible. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's Pauperganda. We'll see you sometime next week. It'll probably be a community show. We shall see, unless the mind sparks off with some cool idea or whatnot. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time on Pauperganda. Here's some commercials, and we'll see you next time.